Today we're going to introduce the concept of a lifetime financial simulation. It emphasizes the importance of finance education and planning from an early stage, highlighting that proactive financial decisions can shape long-term outcomes. The simulation will walk through a comprehensive plan for two individuals, illustrating how choices made today impact future financial stability and control over one's destiny. With our integrated database, forecasting workbook, and step-by-step instructions, the entire process becomes simple and efficient. You can build and update your financial plan in minimal time, with clarity and confidence. This toolkit isn't just helpful, it's essential for creating a successful, empowered life built on informed decisions and long-term control. At age 18, I began my education toward a teaching career while living at home until age 23, relying on public transit and occasionally borrowing my parents' car. During this period, I incurred personal expenses that included a $10,000 annual student loan for 5 years, which I then began repaying over the standard 15-year term. At age 23, I purchased my first car with financing and started accumulating furniture for my own place. Cash is moved in and out of my TFSA as needed. At 18, while living at home, purchased a partially financed car and began an apprenticeship. By 21, with extra cash available, opened an FHSA for a future home purchase and started a TFSA to improve returns and avoid tax on savings. At 22, after completing the apprenticeship, moved out to share accommodation with a friend and began buying furniture. And at 24, traded in their original vehicle and purchased a newer model with partial financing. The worksheet illustrates the shift from single life at age 32 to married life at age 33. At 33, the major financial change is the purchase of a condo, reflected in both the new property value and the corresponding mortgage. The FHSA savings, along with the investment growth accumulated in earlier years, were applied toward the home purchase and are shown as part of the income cash flow for that year. Additional spending included home improvements and the purchase of engagement and wedding rings. No wedding expenses were budgeted because the event was expected to be a small family-supported gathering. In the years that follow, the condo value steadily increases while the mortgage balance declines. Any surplus cash was directed into the TFSA rather than toward accelerated mortgage payments, based on the assumption of higher investment returns. At age 36, the arrival of a child brought a temporary shift in income. One partner stayed home for a year and received EI instead of employment income, and a newer vehicle was purchased to accommodate family needs. By age 37, childcare expenses increased due to daycare, but higher household income more than offset the added costs. At age 42, the family upgraded vehicles again, taking on a new loan. At 48, there was a death in the family resulting in a $400,000 cash inflow, which would be $200,000 in today's value. This allowed a transition from the condo to a more suitable house. Both the property value and the mortgage increased, along with higher ongoing home-related expenses. At age 49, another vehicle upgrade occurred. By age 50, the long-anticipated family dog joined the household, and contributions to the RRSP began, reflecting a shift toward long-term retirement planning. The financial plan for the coming years is structured around two core priorities: maintaining a fulfilling lifestyle today while building toward long-term retirement security and financial independence. The strategy focuses on preserving your investment capital so that, over time, you can rely primarily on portfolio gains to support your lifestyle rather than drawing down principal. As outlined in your projections, major discretionary purchases, such as new vehicles at ages 54, 60, and 66, are funded through TFSA investment growth rather than through borrowing or cash flow strain. Ages 67 to 69 shows a negative value in TFSA. We assumed it's covered by an operating loan on the house. This approach keeps liabilities low and allows your tax-advantaged accounts to play an active role in supporting lifestyle goals. We allocated increased funding to child-related expenses during the education years, ensuring that these costs are fully covered without compromising your broader financial trajectory. At age 58, pet-related expenses naturally decline with the passing of the pet, and it was chosen not to take on additional long-term commitments in that category. This reduction, combined with disciplined planning across all other spending areas, results in consistent annual surpluses. These surpluses give you meaningful flexibility. You're able to allocate more toward discretionary categories, such as entertainment, dining, and travel, without jeopardizing your retirement objectives. In fact, the plan shows that you can enjoy these experiences while still maintaining your net worth and maintaining a sustainable long-term outlook. Overall, your financial roadmap reflects a balanced, forward-looking approach, enjoying life today while ensuring that future retirement years are supported by stable, resilient investment income. At age 70, you downsized your home, which provided a $1 million cash injection. The following year, at age 71, an inheritance added another $100,000 to your TFSA. We estimated your future tax liability at approximately 17%, reflecting the lower tax bracket you were in during those years. At age 78, you transitioned into rental accommodation, reducing your housework and maintenance responsibilities. This move generated an additional cash injection of more than $2 million. During this period, you also purchased a few newer vehicles. The end result is a net worth measured in the millions. However, when viewed through the lens of long-term inflation, the real purchasing power of those amounts tells a more modest story. What you're looking at here is a series of adjustments to the core assumptions in the model, changes to investment returns, inflation rates, and wage growth. And as you can see, even small shifts in these inputs create a noticeable impact on the long-term results. These factors compound over decades, so the ripple effect becomes dramatic very quickly. That's why it's so important to revisit your financial forecast regularly. As these underlying assumptions change in the real world, your plan needs to change with them. Updating the model ensures that your projections stay accurate, relevant, and aligned with the economic environment you're actually living in.